Hey guys, Robert here. Today I'm going to be commentating on a match that I played against a fellow named Ayush. He is a regular at Flip TCG up here in San Jose. So this is the new locals that I've been playing at since I've moved here. And this match is not a tournament match. We filmed this match after the tournament and it's just for fun. So going to be commentating on this. It's going to be running at 2 times speed so we can get through it quicker. And that's pretty much it. So I won the die roll. And I'm going to make Ayush go first. And the reason is because I don't want to have cards set up on my field for him to create columns, especially some of his Mekk-knights. So Ayush is going to start us off here with a Pot of Desires. Fortunately, I'm not going to have the Ash for that. And I believe he's just going to pass over to me. So after a lot of thinking and hand shuffling, I'm going to begin my turn. I'm going to normal summon Marionetter. It's going to get effect failure right away. And Ayush plays a lot of hand traps. I believe he plays like 3 Veilers, 3 Ash, and 3 Gamma or something like that. He plays a lot. So it's very tough for me to resolve my effects during my turn, as you're going to see in this match. So he's going to summon the purple guy. Purple guy is, I believe, the one that banishes to search. And then he special summons the mover, moves the guy, and then special summons the blue. And that's going to allow him to search. So I am not going to have a protocol here to negate any of this. He's going to be able to special summon all of these freely. So he's already mounting up a pretty strong offense. Mind Control is going to be activated on Marionetter, and I'm going to have the personal spoofing to prevent him from taking my Marionetter. So effectively this is going to allow me to go +2, which is awesome. And then now I'm going to have Silquitous to have disruption. So it looks like Ayush here is going to enter the battle phase and I'm going to have Conquery. So this is going to be really cool because Conquery is not once per turn. So I'm going to be able to special the Conquery, negate an attack, bounce with Silquitous, negate another attack, and then I can even spoofing back the Conquery search for itself and negate another attack. So this is one of the plus sides of running the one Conquery. And so Ayush is not going to be able to do anything to my board. So now here, I'm just thinking about how I want to proceed on my turn. There's one back row, so I'm kind of concerned about that. I think I want to bounce that, just so I can be sure I'm going to get my plays through. Also, if it's like torrential, that could be really bad if I normal summon and get torrentialed here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the Silquitous to bounce the back row. And I'm going to return the Conquery to my hand so I can keep using it to negate. I'm going to normal summon the Meluseek. And my intention here was to attack him directly, but I think what he's going to do is he's going to use the effect of this Mekk-knight, I do not know the name, to banish and search, and that's going to clear up his field. I'm going to summon Hexstia and attempt to use Meluseek in the grave, and he's going to have the Gamma. So he clears his field, so it allows him to have no monsters, so he can use Gamma to negate my Meluseek. So I still have a pretty good field. I have a Hexstia with a negate because Silquitous is under it, and I can also use the Silquitous to bounce, the Hexstia if I need to bounce one of his monsters. And I also have a Conquery as well to protect my monsters from battle. So it looks like Ayush here is deciding on where he wants to put his Mekk-knights. He's going to special that guy. I do not know the names. I just know like the effects. That's like the mover and the purple guy searches, and yeah, I probably should learn the names of these cards. He's going to go into battle phase, and then once again I'm going to be abusing Conquery, and I'm going to be able to negate 4 attacks, which is pretty busted. So he's going to declare attack with all of the Mekk-knights he summoned, and I'm going to just abuse Conquery here. I'm going to use personal spoofing to return the Conquery back to my hand, and Ayush is going to elect to go into the main phase. So Spellbook of Knowledge is going to be activated, and I'm going to negate with Hexstia. And he's going to attempt to go, I believe, into a Phoenix, and I'm going to have the answer for that. So just Altergeist doing Altergeist things, just preventing my opponent from really doing anything. So Solemn Strike here, gonna negate the Phoenix, gonna make him go -1. And I think Ayush is gonna scoop up here shortly. On to game number 2. Ayush is electing to make me go first. So I'm going to normal summon Meluseek and go into Linkuriboh. I'm going to attempt to use Meluseek, but he's going to have the Ash Blossom. So another effect that really hurts me. I really needed to resolve that to get the Multifaker to combo off. Terraforming is going to be activated here. Getting Magical Meltdown. And then Magical Meltdown is going to allow him to get the Alistair. So I think we have a pretty clear negate here when he normals. I think this is one of the best things to hit with Solemn Strike. And he is going to use the Mekk-knight spell card that allows him to special one from the deck, and it must go to his hand during the end phase. And then I believe he will not be able to special summon any other monsters except for Mekk-knights for the remainder of the turn. So he's going to get the blue, and the blue is going to search for the purple. He's going to set up a column and special summon the purple, and then use the purple to banish off the blue and search for another card. So I believe the one that he's searching is the one that pops back row. I believe it's the banish one, pop back row. Yep. And I believe he's going to swing, and I'm just going to use Linkuriboh's effect to change the attack to 0 by attributing. During the end phase, I'm going to activate Protocol, and then I'm going to use Spoofing to send back the Protocol, and that's going to allow me to combo off with Multifaker. Now, if I had that search, I'd have an extra monster, and this play that I'm making wouldn't hurt me as bad, because having the backup from the first Meluseek search would make this next Gamma hurt a lot less. So he's going to have another hand trap to stop me from searching. Really just does not let me resolve my plays. And now I'm just going to be stuck here. So I'm going to be forced to do a really weird play. I'm going to have to crash my Hexstia into his attack position vanilla. That's going to allow me to search for a Marionetter. Now, looking back at this, maybe I could have sent back the Hexstia with the spoofing and just searched for a Marionetter and without having to attack. That may have been a way better play. But as is, I'm going to crash and search Marionetter. Marionetter is going to set a card from the deck, and this was another decision point that I think was a tough one for me. I couldn't decide whether I wanted the effect negation or if I wanted the call the Haunted Trap, the manifestation. If I get the manifestation, it allows me to get back the Hexstia. That's going to give me a spell negation, and I'll be able to use the Marionetter to get back the Multifaker. Or I could have elected to just get the monster negation and just had the bounce and not have Hexstia on the field. So I wasn't too sure how to play this turn. So if you guys have any suggestions, that'd be awesome. I'd love to hear it. So as is, I'm going to, during the standby phase, use the manifestation to allow me to get back Hexstia, and then I'm going to use the trick with spoofing to get another card added to my hand. So the idea was I'd have a bounce, I'd have a spell and trap negation, and then I'd have the attack negation in my hands. But perhaps having Protocol would be better, so I wasn't too sure. So Mind Control is going to be activated targeting the Hexstia, and I'm going to use the Imperial Order. Gonna save my negation. Again, maybe I could have used the negation here from my Hexstia and then save the Imperial Order, but Imperial Order allows me to save a monster on my side of the field and I don't have to go -1. So Alistair's going to be summoned and he's going to get an invocation from the deck, and you're going to see Ayush be able to dismantle my board pretty easily here. Cerberus is going to be summoned. Now Cerberus is going to be able to answer the Hexstia, or I believe he's going to use it on the Silquitous. And I decide I don't want to chain it because I want to have the spell and trap negation. So I'm just going to allow him to kill my Silquitous. And then he's going to summon Azure in the column with 2, and that's going to allow him to search twice. So I think this is pretty much going to be the end of it for me. He's going to have way too much card advantage, and if he manages to clear my board, I will not have an Altergeist monster on the field to use the Conquerry, so the Conquerry will basically be dead. So Unicorn is summoned, bouncing back my Hexstia. And it looks like Ayush is mounting up an OTK here. So this is pretty good use of the columns by Ayush here. So he's going to summon the mermaid to the other column, and that's going to allow him to special one behind his mermaid. So I thought that was pretty neat by him. And I think he's going to be able to OTK me here pretty easily. So he's going to link 2, he's going to go into Underclock Taker, go Invocation, he's going to banish my Marionetter, and it's going to allow him to get Mekaba. And then that's going to basically seal the deal because now he's going to have the Alistair in hand and the Mekaba will be used to negate the Conquerry in my hand. And that's going to be game. On to game number 3. Because I lost, I'm going to have Ayush go first. Ayush is going to start us off with a Terraforming. I have an Ash in hand, but I want to play around the Gamma, so I'm going to wait until he has an Alistair summoned on the field first. So I'm going to Ash the Alistair. Sadly though, he's going to have the Spellbook of Knowledge. So that play kind of screwed us because he was able to now have a target for Spellbook of Knowledge. He's going to set 1 and pass. I'm going to attempt to use Multifaker, or sorry, Marionetter, but he's going to have the Gamma for it. So I did have 2 protocols. I maybe could have just set the protocols and played around the Gamma, because then now I'm left in a really bad spot. And so now I'm going to try to use my personal spoofing that I have set. So my 2 sets are 2 protocols and 1 personal spoofing. I'm going to try to use the spoofing to get a Multifaker, but Ayush is going to have the red reboot. So this is pretty devastating. I do side wiretaps, but I did not draw into it, sadly. So now thinking about what I want to search for. If I magically can survive this turn. So I think I'm going to elect to go for the manifestation. That's going to allow me to bring back Marionetter, and then I have the spoofing so that I can use the trick to search for one in the deck. But now Ayush here is going to again have free reign, thinking about how he wants to proceed now that he does not have to worry about any trap cards being activated. Yeah, so red reboot is probably one of the best cards against Altergeist if you can manage to put out a lot of damage on the field. So it looks like he's going to be able to special summon 3 monsters, and let's see what he goes into. So he goes to Trisbania. So Trisbania is going to banish all of my spells and traps, or all of the spells and traps on the field, and he has the Monster Reborn to special summon to the link marker, so that's pretty devastating. And now I'm left top decking. All I have is a Conquerry in hand. I'm going to draw into a Solemn Judgment, and that's going to be it. So well played by Ayush here, taking down game 3 quite easily. And that's going to be it. So thanks for watching, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what you guys think.